Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. I got a great video for you guys today. It's definitely going to be one that sparks a lot of discussion, so I want you guys to comment down below what you think about this whole entire topic. First things first, I'm approaching 40,000 subscribers, which means I'm going to be giving away over $1,000 worth of silver once I do my 40,000 subscriber silver giveaway. So being subscribed is a must if you want $1,000 worth of silver shipped right to your front doorstep for absolutely free. All you got to do is click subscribe and enter the giveaway. I mean, how insane would that be if you won? Well, that's a possibility. So there is this, or a lot of these fake Silver Slayer accounts in my comment sections. My moderators are trying to take control of it, take control of the situation, but they just keep popping up. So if you see this Silver Slayer person comment on your comment, it might not be me. I do comment and respond, but just be careful, because a lot of times they're going to try to send a link to you or try to send you a WhatsApp number. So if you want to know if it's me or not, click on the profile, and the fake one will say like 1 subscriber and no videos, and mine will say 39,000 subscriber, blah blah blah. So please be careful, because I see some people actually believing that it is me, and that could be extremely dangerous. So please make sure it's me. It's pretty obvious, the fake one, because they're going to be trying to sell you something or try to get you to go over to some other link. So just be careful. Now, silver shortage, silver scarcity, silver being sold out. What do you guys think about this? I know it's a very controversial topic, and a lot of people, it's very two-sided. There's a lot of gray area, and there's a lot of different directions we could take this. You can't just say silver shortage, because if we're talking about supply and demand, how much is coming out of the ground, the recirculating supply, the demand from the big business sector, individual demand, then we have a whole other side of things, a whole different page of the SLV, the ETF side of things. So it's a very, very broad topic. I'm going to narrow it down basically to what we saw with that Reddit short squeeze. How AppMex wasn't even accepting orders because they were running out of stock. How JM Bullion had so much traffic, their site went offline, where silver was sold out everywhere online. Basically, the perspective that you can't buy it anywhere because everyone's holding it. So this goes very deep. Last year, the U.S. Mint sold out of American Eagles, had to make an emergency 1 million mintage supply at the end of the year from the San Francisco Mint. And this year, they cut off silver and gold Eagle selling to dealers. They were not producing or shipping out any more silver or gold American Eagles. Now, if you guys don't think silver scarcity is a real thing, then tell me why there's these massive premiums on American Eagles or any coin, and that's because it's scarce. If there was enough silver to go around, you wouldn't see $15 premiums on American Eagles. But silver is becoming more popular. It's gaining the attention of people that usually wouldn't even invest into silver, and some people that wouldn't even invest a single dollar in their entire life, or that haven't. And that's mainly because of social media. We're in a new day and age. How people invested, or the type of information that was displayed in front of them back in the day, is dramatically different, and that is going to cause a lot of new opportunity. Now, if you apply the same strategy that you did 10, 20 years ago to today's times, it's not going to work. You have to adjust and adapt. You have to tweak your silver stacking strategy if you want to maximize your profits, and that's with any investment. So with any investment, I see a lot of people not wanting to do this though. As an investor, you need to plant seeds and blossom wealth. I always say this. I've been talking about this for 4 or 5 years. I made a video like 5 years ago on this channel called Planting Seeds and Blossoming Wealth. I made a video in my backyard, and I was saying, this year I'm going to make $100,000. I was broke back then, buying little amounts of silver, working a 9 to 5. I said, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to make $100,000 this year. And that was the start of everything. After that video, a couple months later, I found cryptocurrency, and it was history on, from that point on, history making, made almost exactly $100,000 to the T. It was crazy. But the whole point is you need more than one source of income. Every millionaire has at least 5 sources of income. So when we're talking about silver shortage, you got to use that to your advantage. If silver is scarce, then don't sell it, hold it, because low supply, high demand shoots the price up. Low demand or high demand, low supply shoots the price up. We have countries like Mexico and Peru that got hit hard from the pandemic. They accumulate 40% of the global, the entire silver production of the entire world. Mexico and Peru, those two countries together, accumulate 40%. They had their mines shut down when they came back to work, limited amount of workers for safety precautions, and then even the silver that they were digging out, there was all these boundaries and border, and the shipping delays and all these, it made it a lot harder for other countries to receive the silver. So on that aspect, there was a silver shortage. From the aspect of these dealers being cut off from the U.S. Mint, silver shortage. Royal Canadian Mint shut down last year around the same time that the U.S. Mint sold out. And it's hard to gauge. This is another reason why it happens. Think about it. If you were, let's say, the U.S. Mint, which are producing around 15 million American Eagles per year, which is interesting because it's a lot lower nowadays. Back in the day, they were producing around 40 million American Eagles per year. Pandas, 8 million. Kookaburras, 300 to 500,000. So American Eagles were a lot more available, easier, more in circulation. But over the years, I remember looking at a chart a couple weeks ago. It's down to like 14 million over the last couple of years, which is a very low supply. If you think about how popular American Eagles are, you can take an American Eagle anywhere on the globe, and they're gonna, whoever it is, even if they don't stack silver, they're gonna know that that coin is valuable, that it has value. It's that recognizable. They might not understand the silver inside of it, or that it's a 1 ounce silver coin, but they'll see that coin and know it's valuable. You can't do that with any other coin in the world. And that's also why American Eagles are a very important coin to have to your stack, especially if you're looking from an apocalyptic doomsday SHTF prepper. Because if someone sees some sunshine mint round, they might not know that that's real. They might think it's fake. But if you see a government-backed silver coin, it might make that transaction go a little smoother. But that's a whole separate video. But anyways, when I'm looking in the future, and I really do want to base this video more around the Reddit short squeeze, I think that was a small glimpse into what's going to happen on a much larger scale. 2-3 days, you couldn't find silver anywhere. I went to my local coin shop about a week and a half ago, and I was asking him, how were you getting low on supply? Were you sold out? When that Reddit short squeeze was happening, did you get a lot more traffic, business? And he said obviously he did, but he wasn't running out. So it almost seems like online, that's where everyone's shopping. I don't know if that's from the pandemic and not wanting to go out in public, or if more people just know to go online. A lot of people don't know about local coin shops. They think those are like pawn shops, and there's a huge difference between a pawn shop and a coin shop. Pawn shops are going to offer you $4-5 for your ounce of silver, and I'm not exaggerating. It's a complete ripoff. It's a scam. Coin shops are going to offer you around spot price. So when I'm looking at the reality of the silver shortage, I think it is just getting started, and the proof is scarcity. Not only that, we have to look at the rapidly increasing demand from 5G electric vehicles and solar panels. So if we're trying to do this green energy revolution, which the entire world is jumping on board, by 2030, zero emission, that means we're going to need a lot more silver. Joe Biden throwing trillions into this project. Silver is the main component in all this stuff. So if we're going to apply that piece of information looking forwards, demand is only going to keep getting worse or higher, which is going to be worse because we have a diminishing supply. I think supply is going to go up 3% this year from 2019, 2020. But that's not enough to catch up for the last 7 years that we've been cutting back silver production by the hundreds of millions of ounces. They're not looking for silver; they're looking for gold. They're looking for whatever's going to put a dollar in their pocket. Why would you look for a $20 or because back then silver was $15, $20? Why would you waste time, money, and energy looking for a metal that's $25 an ounce when you could be looking for something that's $2,000 an ounce? Think about it. Makes a lot more sense from a business perspective. Even though there's going to be consequences from that, that's what they were doing. Now that silver is peaking interest, it does seem that demand is going, or the production is going to go up a little bit. But silver is a byproduct. They're not even looking for silver. There's very few single silver mines. Silver is found by accident. It's found when they're looking for gold, lead, zinc, stuff like that. If they find some silver on the side, they'll take it, but they're not looking for it. And that's going to be a problem if this continues with the rapidly rising demand over the next couple decades. So what do you guys think about this? Do you think this is all a conspiracy theory? Do you think that silver shortage is over-exaggerated and there will be enough? It's just going... And I'm curious, if there will be enough, what's going to happen to these premiums? Is this the new price of American Eagles, $15 over spot? Or is this just because the pandemic, and if we do start to recover and the pandemic starts to get pushed in the past, if premiums will go back down? I don't know. I think it's going to stay this high because people like us that are reselling these coins or selling our stack on eBay, places like that, are going to keep charging the premium because we can get a bigger bang for our buck. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Let me know what you think. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. I post daily videos. Make sure you go enter my 40,000 subscriber silver giveaway. You got to be subscribed if you want a chance to win over $1,000 worth of silver. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.